Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to be playing with a brand new concealer from Tarte. What I have in front of me is their new Hydrocealer. I am super excited to be trying this one out. It makes a ton of incredible claims, and I definitely need some concealer on the face, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I just quickly want to give you some details. This is something that is only available as of right now on QVC's website, and that's where I got this from. It retails for $24, and you do have the option to purchase it with the free sponge. The reason why I want to mention this right now is that if you do go with the option that comes with the sponge, it is only available in select colors. I don't know why they did that. I wish they would have just made this as a free gift with purchase. This product makes a ton of incredible claims. It says that this is supposed to have a natural, radiant skin mimicking finish, which is pretty much my personal favorite for a concealer. It does say that it is formulated with their proprietary HydroFlex technology. It was made for people who love to laugh and smile. So this is formulated to not settle into fine lines around the mouth, under eyes, wherever it is that you are applying this product. This will hydrate the under eyes for up to 12 hours. It is oil-free, fragrance-free, sweat-proof, and waterproof. And then just a quick overview of the ingredients. It is formulated with marine plants, which will help reduce the appearance of fine lines while smoothing and softening. So it sounds like there's a skincare aspect to this product as well. And it says that there is also caffeine, which can help reduce inflammation and puffiness, and then niacinamide, which can help reduce the appearance of pores. With all of that being said, this product is making some incredible claims. At least for me, it pretty much checked off everything on my list when it comes to really any complexion product, right? I mean, we would love to have that perfect product that not only hydrates us weightlessly without oils, we want to look more brightened, younger, and refreshed. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. I really want you to see the application process. One side, we are going to use the sponge that this product did come with. Just to comment on this quickly, it feels very nice, super soft. And then obviously on the other side, I'm going to use my Tarte Double Duty Concealer Brush. So let's just go ahead. Let's get some concealer on the under eyes and let's put this product to the test. Right, so now that I have you guys zoomed in, the only thing I have is brows, foundation, and then I have contour bronzed. That's it. I do want to comment on the wand. You've got this nice kind of angled doe foot applicator, which is fantastic. I did pick mine up in the shade 20B, which is light beige. I do usually go sometimes a little bit lighter than this with my concealers, but this is still going to give me a nice brightening effect. So we're just gonna start like this. Actually, it's actually a really nice color. So I'm gonna go ahead and pat that in and blend it out. Has anyone else been dealing with like extreme insomnia? My insomnia is so bad. I haven't had trouble sleeping like this in ages. In fact, last night was the first night that I actually slept all the way through and that I was actually able to fall asleep before 3 a.m. I don't know if it's just what's going on or it's like that anxiety in the back of my mind just with like the whole situation. Just wondering if anyone else is having trouble like this. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the first layer here. I think it looks nice, blended out really easily. As you could see, that didn't really take much at all. It looks like my skin. I'm gonna go ahead and layer this up because I do want just a little bit more coverage. I'm gonna focus that more so on where I am more dark right there, put a little bit more on the lid. Definitely more of a light medium coverage, which I think is great. This is good, especially for someone who doesn't want a heavy concealed look. We'll see if it's buildable, but I think that that's nice because it can give you more of like that fresh faced option. That blended out pretty effortlessly. Obviously we can see that there's definitely a nice brightening effect going on here. It did give me some coverage, but yes, definitely a light medium coverage, I would say. Let's go ahead and move on to the other eye. We'll see if a brush offers us just a little bit more satisfaction coverage wise. Commenting again on the doe foot. I love that this is angled. I feel like it allows it to like fit so perfectly right here. Going with the angled side of this brush. I'm gonna start tapping that in. Oh yeah, right away I can tell that using a brush, I feel like I have the same amount of coverage with this one coat versus doubling up with the sponge. So obviously application is always going to be preference. If you're someone who enjoys a brush, you want more coverage, you want your product to go just a little bit farther, obviously go the brush route. But if you like a sponge, you're more on the very dry side, stick with that. One application tip that I haven't mentioned on my channel in quite some time, take your brush and get it just ever so slightly, just a little bit wet. You can use a little bit of water, some setting spray, something like that, and it definitely will help with the application process. So I will say right now, first impressions, I do prefer this with a brush, which is very odd. That's a 1 in a million type situation for me. I usually just always use a sponge. We're still gonna layer this up, but there's something about the way that this blends out using a brush. I'm really impressed so far with the way that it like just blends out so seamlessly. It does feel hydrating, but doesn't feel thick and heavy. If any of you have tried any of the e.l.f. concealers, especially their hydrating one, it almost feels thick, like IT Cosmetics, their Bye Bye Under Eye formula. Ooh, not a fan of that. It's just too heavy. It can look great in some situations, but for me, absolutely not. That stuff is just way too much. All right, now it's been a while since I've touched this side, so let's take a look and see if there's any creasing going on. Just a little bit, actually. It's settling just slightly right here on my under eye where I have a little bit of crease, but it's not separating too much. Obviously on the lid, it's starting to gather, but that's gonna happen with anything. Let's take a look at the brush side. Nothing too intense. I mean, obviously I'm still going to set this. That's my preference. Overall, I think that this looks really fresh and beautiful so far on the under eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup. And then obviously, like I said, we will go ahead and do a wear test as well. I will be right back. The rest of my makeup is on. I did set the concealer down with some of the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer in beige. So far, I'm happy with the way that it looks. Obviously, my true opinion isn't going to really come out until I actually have this on for a couple of hours or so. But off the jump, I think my under eyes look great. Nothing looks dry, cakey. There really isn't any creasing, no exaggeration going on of any lines or anything under the eyes. It looks pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and check in here in a couple of hours to get like the first impression as far as the wear test goes, and then I'll just do maybe a couple more after that. It's pretty warm out today too. I do want to make note of that, so I'm hoping to get outside. It does say this is sweat proof, waterproof, so it's pretty much telling you that you can just go and do your very active duties if there's something like that that you're into as far as exercise or being outdoors. Let's make note of the time. It is 10:58 a.m. right now. That means I have to have this on until almost midnight. I can do it because I can't sleep anyways. I'll be back in a couple of hours for our first check-in. All right, you guys, it is 1:37, which means I've had this on now for nearly 3 hours at this point. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed so far with the way that it's performing. I don't really notice any creasing per se, more so just a little bit of settling right here. There is really not a concealer that I have tried or that I know of that exists that doesn't settle or crease in that area for me. I'd be pretty hard pressed to find a product that actually does that. Maybe one day, I don't know. But as of right now, that product doesn't exist. And I don't feel like this one is going to be that product either. But like I said, overall, my under eyes don't look dry. Nothing looks overly exaggerated. I mean, it looks pretty good. So far, I'm happy with the type of coverage that it's offering. It's a very comfortable formula. Doesn't feel sticky or tacky under the eyes. And most importantly, nothing is looking dry, even though I actually set the concealer down. I'm going to check in here in a few more hours, really see how things are going. I'm going to hop back to editing, enjoying my Nespresso here. I will see you guys in a little bit. I've been doing nothing but sitting in this room and playing Sims all day. Anyways, it has been a little over 8 hours at this point. I did want to do one more check-in before we get to that 12-hour mark because I have to say I am really shocked at how well this concealer is holding up. I mean, it really doesn't look much different than it did when I filmed my first check-in at the 2-hour mark. I mean, obviously, it might be somewhat settling a little bit more right here, but not much. The rest of my makeup kind of looks like crap, but the concealer and the under eye area is actually looking pretty good. I am really happy with this so far, and I'm really excited to see what a couple more hours is going to do to this. It very well be living up to its claim of being up to a 12-hour wear. Even if it starts to break up a little bit more before then, 8 hours is pretty good if you ask me. The average person probably wears their makeup about 8 to 10 hours typically, depending. But I have to say, so far I'm impressed. We're gonna give it a few more hours and I will be back in a little bit with my final check-in. 12 hours, we made it. Let's take a look at the time. It is 11:15 right now. It has pretty much been probably over 12 hours actually since I actually applied the product to the under eyes. Let me go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts. So taking a look up close, I have to say that this concealer really did live up to the claims. It has stayed looking fresh pretty much all day long. I don't notice anything breaking up. There is a little bit of creasing, but it's not the type of creasing where you see the product actually settling into the lines. It's just from natural expression all day. But I can tell you, even if someone was like here on you, they wouldn't even really be able to notice. It is a really nice product for the under eyes. I would say first and foremost, if you are someone who has dry under eyes, you don't like a heavy concealer, you are looking for something that is more on the light to medium side, you want something that you can build up and just something that feels comfortable and fresh, you will absolutely love this product, especially for the mature under eyes. It's a really good concealer. Overall, I am actually a little bit shocked. I can't believe that this looks like this, even up close. After 12 hours, I still have product there. Like I said, it's not breaking up. My under eyes still look bright. For 12 hours of wear, I'm pretty impressed. I do have to give a huge thumbs up to the Hydrocealer. For 24 bucks, this is definitely worth it. I want to try this with like a fresh makeup look. I want to use like a nice tinted moisturizer, a little bit of bronze, a nice bright highlight, a feathery brow, mascara, a tinted balm. Ooh, girl, that would look absolutely beautiful. So fresh-faced and natural. That is exactly what this product is. It just gives you a natural look. It is just, it's beautiful. It is a fantastic product. The sponge is actually really nice too. I do want to comment on this. I do really like the sponge. I didn't note this in the beginning of the video, but you can purchase this separately if you miss out on the QVC deal. I think it's great. This will be a Sephora exclusive. You will be able to get it on Tarte's website as well. I'm not 100% sure when it's going to be available, but I really don't have anything bad to say about this product. I mean, it did everything it said it was supposed to do. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of this product. Are you impressed with the results that you are seeing here? I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!